Hey chimps, it's getting that time of year again, isn't it? The spooky season. So, with it being that time of year, I decided to do something nostalgic. We're gonna hunt Bigfoot. Way out here in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna try to find him. Something I used to do when I was a kid. And every time it comes around to be October, or fall in general, I always tend to get very nostalgic for the old days and all of the silly little things that we used to do as kids. And this is one of them, was hunting Bigfoot. So I'm in the middle of Back-O Beyond, out here trying to relive a little bit of nostalgia. Now, I know that Bigfoot's probably not a thing. Maybe we might find him. But it is just something cool to me that you can revisit old classic titles like this. And your imagination can still run rampant. I think that is, that's super cool. It takes me back to like walk around here and I don't know, it's just the visuals and getting to see everything the way it is. I don't know, it just gives me so much nostalgia. And like I said, since it's becoming a little bit of a spooky time, Halloween's only in 5 days. I think what better fit than to search for one of the greatest myths of gaming of all time. And even if we won't find anything, who knows? We might. Even if we don't, I think it's still going to be cool. I think it's still nice. Yeah, when I was a kid, dude, every single one of these bushes, oh my god. Every bush felt like he would jump out. Or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was also another thing that I'd seen, myth-busting videos and stuff on. It was always so weird to me. And creepy. To just be out here in the middle of nowhere. I did use some cheats. I used a cheat to make it foggy, of course, and to set it to midnight. So we're going to get the full experience of just being out here in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I remember this cabin. I remember this. This was... I'm pretty sure that I'd seen a million... It was actually... Hold on. I am almost positive there is a YouTube video from forever ago that has yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this window. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's one of these over here where they have a mod and they have Bigfoot on the outside of it. And it's circled in a million red circles, of course. And you could see him out there. But of course that was a mod. But it was just so much, it was different when we were younger. Because we didn't know about modding. You know, as a kid, I didn't know about modding. I didn't know that all this crazy shit that I was seeing wasn't in the game. Look at that. Floating. It never ceases to amaze me just how mesmerized I can become. Just walking in the middle of the woods in this damn game. It's crazy. There were so many little spots that you could find on the map where people would place be like, this is where he was last seen, go here. Or this is where you could throw out bombs or something, and I don't know. Just random little tidbits that people would say, this is how you can lure him in, or this is where you can go to see him. We never found anything, but we spent so long just wandering around. Doing that when I was a kid would have freaked me out. I would not have survived. Just going through these bushes? No. It was such a different time, though. It was a time when the internet wasn't like, you didn't have TikTok and all that. So I don't think I even realized that Bigfoot wasn't even a part of the game until years later. Because I always thought he was just here, always. Yeah, as a kid, I just always thought Bigfoot was a part of this game, that he was just always here. I didn't have the concept of mods. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know people were cheating in Bigfoot mods. But how was I supposed to know? I didn't know any of that. I just knew that Big Scary Ape was in the game, and he would kill you if you got near him. Never did do well with video game myths. Like Ratman in GTA 4. That was terrifying. I would not go on the subway. Now, if anyone's played this game as a kid, I wanted to bring you back to a bit of nostalgia with a feeling of maybe you heard this myth yourself. Maybe you and a buddy kind of like swapped controllers one night, staying up 4 or 5 in the morning looking for him, trying to figure out where he's at, trying to do these little methods to spawn him in or anything like that you'd read off the internet. But I remember being a kid and playing San Andreas, and me and my cousins would swap out the controllers on anytime we started to get a little overwhelmed. Now that I'm an adult, it only is mildly unsettling to walk through here. Just mildly. It was another thing that was an often big, probably almost as big as the Bigfoot, myth for San Andreas was like UFOs. You would always like, any little light that you would see, you'd be like, is that a UFO? Oh, it disappeared. Oh, is that a UFO? Myths like that just run rampant. You don't really see that a lot anymore in gaming, which is very sad. I think something that I'm excited about for like GTA 6 or some, games like that, open world games specifically, is the idea that the developers could sneak in stuff like that to shake up the gameplay in like the most subtle of ways. You don't even have to like interact with a UFO, but just to see one, to like have it fly over you, like way above in the sky, just adds to like the atmosphere. And it's things that people will talk about for a long time. People still talk about Red Dead Redemption 2's myths and Easter eggs and stuff. People still talk about GTA 5's. And of course, as we're doing in this video right now, people still talk about San Andreas's. We're coming over the crest here. We're going to see. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, see, as a kid, I want to show you something. So as you're cresting right here, and I'll kind of move over so you can see better. Do you see that over there to the right? And I'll zoom into it so you can see it. That right there, oh my god, that would have given me a heart attack back on the PS2. Like when we were doing this young. This tree, seeing that would have been like, he's real. And then, after the adrenaline fades, to realize that it is only a tree stump split in half, kind of looks like a person if you look at it the right way. It was terrifying. It was terrifying growing up. We're not at the top of Mount Chiliad, but we're kind of on the side of it over here, because this was another good place. These little alcoves of trees always felt so compact and like you couldn't trust anything. Like just right around this tree could be something. just right around this one over here to the right. Something could pop out and chase you down. And as a kid, that was terrifying.
Damn!
This is another good location that people would go hunting a lot for, and you could probably tell why. You could probably see why. But it is actually used in the main storyline of GTA San Andreas. This place right here is. But it was also very popular for myths and legends to prop up here. Maybe this was the house I was referring to earlier. I think it might be. But you could definitely see why. This place at nighttime would be even worse. More eerie feeling, more empty, more alone. And you would just get that feeling that something just maybe a few trees away is watching you. I hope that anyone who has any sort of nostalgia for doing things like this, for just roaming around in the quiet of San Andreas, takes the time, stops and appreciates the scenery and anything like that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this.